What's up, Diablo fans? It's Neo Velocity. I'm back with another Diablo II Resurrected video, and honestly, the support that you guys have given me through the comments, through the messages, and everything like that is what makes these videos possible. So thank you so much, and also a big shout out to Neon Nation for the continued support of allowing me to want to continue to produce Diablo 2 videos. So but before we go too far into this, what's this about is basically there was an IGN article that was posted yesterday that went ahead and discussed a few tidbits of things that we already knew from BlizzCon Online. However, there were a few more other pieces of information that came out, with one in particular being the one that stands out the most. So let's dive into it. I've broken it down into about 5 sections or 5 big bullet points with the quotes attached. So let's dive into it. The very first bullet point that we wanted to talk about is basically the upgrades or quality of life changes that are coming, and I've done a few videos on this, and the links will be in the description and obviously also here at the top right side of the screen. But there was a discussion or a question about quality of life changes, and Andre said you might have seen some of them from the BlizzCon panel, such as the item comparison feature, which is just a way to select an item and see what you have equipped. Although Blizzard are not recommending you any stats, we had added a bit of control to help with things like when you go to your stash and your inventory, you can quickly bind items and move them between your stash and back. This is a very kind of telling feature, but not a lot of clarity, so perhaps that's all about interpretation right now. As obviously we know, we covered this in the prior videos about the item comparison tool being implemented. This is similar to what they have in Diablo 3 already, and obviously going to be in Diablo 4. So it's nice to see something like this. While it doesn't tell you which item to use or which one's better, it does allow you to at least quickly look and compare the two items or weapons in particular, whatever it might be that you're looking to equip. But the interesting piece of this statement was the quickly bind items and move them between your stash and back. I'm not exactly sure what that means just yet, so let me know in the comments what you think that statement might mean, and maybe there's something that I haven't thought about. The second and the biggest takeaway from this IGN article was in relationship to importing and not exporting, but only importing your original save files from Diablo 2 as it is today into Diablo 2 Resurrected. This actually came as a complete surprise given the fact that the game is being remastered. So at the moment it felt like there was no going in between. There was only you play one or you play the other, and they have come out and said that the importing of saves is a thing. So Matthew said, and I quote, "Back when we were working on the remaster, we wondered if the old save files would work, and we kind of shoved it in and it worked. And we were like, okay, that's the best feature ever." So if you are a single player offline fan, you now have the ability to take your save and bring it into Diablo 2 Resurrected. And so I think a lot of single player fans will be very happy with this, because now you can still be able to play online or buy the purchase the game and be able to play that original game in the new graphics and lighting system and everything that is being provided. So that's nice to see them implement a feature like that. The third thing that was brought up in the IGN interview was about the voice recordings and where they're going to be re-recorded, or was there going to be any audio enhancements. And while we knew that there was going to be sound enhancements, the voice is a very good question given the fact that these voices were recorded probably over 20 years ago now. So Andre said it, and I quote, "They will be the same voice lines. We are very understanding of maintaining a lot of those iconic recordings, but they will be remastered to improve the quality a bit. There's a lot of audio enhancements that are being made, and apparently there will be a lot of audio features and sliders inside the game now, instead of sound and music FX, for example, that you'll be able to adjust." So them coming out and letting us know that yes, there's going to be some remastering of these. It's just going to have a better audio, better cleanup. It's going to sound much better. So very nice to see that. The fourth takeaway from this IGN article is the achievements, and I am a big achievement fan as someone who plays on console. However, I would like to see this come into PC, but let's dive into this. Andre said, and I quote, "For the console version, we will be supporting achievements, but no details on what those achievements are for now, but you will see them there. As for the PC, there are no announcements to be made as of yet." And that is actually shocking, but I don't believe PC will be left without It just seems as if they're going to take the time to develop it for the consoles that they will implement into the PC version somehow, some way. I'm not sure how they're going to do this implementation yet, but I would like to see it personally come, as it just provides people a little bit more of a grind, if you will, to find something else. And they're highly popular within other Blizzard games as well. And the fifth and final bullet point, and this is the one that stands out the most to me when I'm leaving it for last on purpose, is in relationship to crossplay support. Matthew said, and I quote, "Crossplay was a cool idea, but it just wasn't the right fit for the game, since the game has different UIs, control schemes, and stuff like that. We brought in cross progression because it felt right, and we wanted to make sure that no matter what console or platform a player wants to play on, they're going to get the best experience," end quote. And honestly, that is very telling. There's a few things that Matthew has said throughout these interviews, and two of them I'm going to highlight before I actually address this. Is he stated earlier is the fact that when they were working on the remastered, and crossplay was a cool idea. So I'm not sure when this article is actually being questioned or when their questioning was happening, but the fact that they're saying crossplay was a cool idea is a terrible idea. Why they're not doing it. I mean, I understand cross progression, but the fact that you can't crossplay in 2021 just really sits wrong with me. I would really like to still see this happen. It just allows the franchise to continue its growth, allow friends and family to play it even if they may not play on that console or that PC, for example, of choice. And so I truly hope that this is addressed in a forward patch after launch, because I don't foresee this happening before launch. The fact that there is nothing around the lines of there's no news on it at this time is very telling. So I would hope that they are open to changing this. And those 5 bullet points are the main takeaways from the IGN article. I'm going to leave a link in the description for you if you would like to go ahead and read the full article. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure that you hit that like, subscribe, and bell notifications for when future videos get uploaded to the channel. And I will see you in the next one.